Hello and a really warm welcome to our Golden Christmas warm-up tutorial for dot art. So we're just going to talk through and practice some of the techniques that you may choose to use on your cards. For this warm-up tutorial, you're simply going to need your paint sample tin with the gold paint in, your dot art tool and your A4 paper to practice on. So if you'd just like to get those things together. Okay, so the first mark that we're going to practice making is using the dip and dot technique. So it's very simple. You dip your dotting tool into the paint before you place each dot. And what this does is it keeps all your dots to a similar size. So you can try this with both ends of your dotting tool. And another thing to really notice is how much paint you put on, because if you have more paint on the end of your dotting tool, you're going to end up with a bigger dot. And also if you press harder with your dotting tool, again, you'll get a bigger dot. And so for smaller dots, you press lighter and use less paint. So if you'd like to just practice all of these things, use doing the 3 dots as you can see I'm doing here. And don't forget to keep wiping your tool regularly with your damp cloth or paper towel. And this is really just to prevent dried bits from turning dots into blobs and spikes. So just don't forget to keep wiping the end of your tool. So the next mark that we're going to make is a heart shape. So if you'd like to dip the large end of your dotting tool into the paint and place 2 dots side by side, and then use the end to drag the paint down to meet at the bottom and make a heart shape. So that's 2 dots side by side, and then drag the paint down to make a V shape at the bottom and create your heart shape. So if you'd like to use both the large and the small end and the dotting tool and try and just have a play around and see the different sizes of hearts that you can make, and just don't forget to experiment with putting more paint potentially on the end of your dotting tool and less paint, and pressing hard and then pressing less hard to get different size of dots. When you finish that, give the end of your dotting tool a really good clean and wipe. So the next mark that we're going to make here is a dot and drag mark. So dip your clean end, large end into the paint, place the dot and then drag it to the right. So it looks a bit like a straight comma. And again, try this using both the large and the small end of the dotting tool and see what different marks you can make. Okay, for this next one now, we're going to dip the larger end of the dotting tool into the paint and then walk the dots out until the paint runs out. So you're not reloading your dotting tool with paint between each dot. You simply dip the dotting tool once and then walk the dots out until you run out of paint. Do try and make sure that the space between your dots remains as even as you can. And yeah, experiment with both the large and small end of your dot. So now what I'd like you to do is use the large or small end of the dotting tool, whichever you prefer. Dip the clean end in the paint and place a dot and drag the dotting tool, but this time instead of doing a straight line with the drag, I'd like you to turn it either to the left or the right to create a curved shape, which is a bit like a curved comma or a speech mark, I suppose. So instead of doing a straight drag, dot and drag, we're doing a curved one either to the left or to the right. And while you're doing this, try and notice your breath as you breathe in and out, and just tune into your breathing. And try and be as mindful as you can whilst you're making these marks. For the next mark that we're going to do, it looks a little bit like a flying bird, I always think. So place, using the large end of your dotting tool, place a dot and drag it to the right. And now I'd like you to place a second dot over the first dot, but this time drag it to the left to create a V. And then repeat this with either your large or your small end. Okay, so making sure your dotting tool is clean, use the small end of the dotting tool firstly to create a dot and drag. This is in effect the tail of the Y shape that we're going to make. And then use the large end of the dotting tool to create the top part of the shape using the dot and drag technique, as you can see here. So the small end of the dotting tool for the bottom of the Y or the tail of the Y, and then swap to the larger end using the dot and drag technique to do the top section of the Y, and just repeat, and have a bit of a practice at this. And now using either end of the dotting tool, dip your tool in the paint and place 3 dots near the left hand side, and then walk the dots in a random pattern moving away from the left hand dots until all the paint is used up. Then dip your dotting tool back in the paint and repeat it. So that's 3 dots on the left hand side, and then walking the dots but in a random pattern moving away from the left hand dots, and you get a really nice effect with larger dots at one side petering out into smaller dots to the right hand side. So after you've cleaned your dotting tool, the last one that we're going to just practice doing, it looks a bit like a flower. So using the large end of your dotting tool, place a dot in the centre, nicely loaded with paint, and then use the small end of the dotting tool and drag with a dot and drag for each of the petals. So with this, I'd like you to dip your dotting tool back into the paint before each petal, and this, like we talked about earlier, this keeps the sizes more or less equal. So just practice this a little bit. So that brings us to the end of this Golden Christmas warm-up tutorial. There is another warm-up tutorial, in fact 2 others, one which covers some creative ideas for borders for around your cards, and also one which talks through the embossing, dry embossing process. So do take a look at those two before you start your cards, and I hope you enjoy creating your golden Christmas cards.